Welcome to Tuesday. So this morning I woke up, it was cold, almost rainy, a little windy, kind of miserable. But still, I got up, I put on the weighted vest, and I went for my ruck. 5Ks every morning, 20K weighted vest, because I've got just under 4 weeks before I head up north. And it just struck me that the resistance is real. If you're in my coaching clients, you'll know what the resistance is. Go read Stephen Pressfield's book, The War of Art, if you don't know what it is, because it's very real. And your body and mind will find any excuse to say, not today, it's too windy, you're tired, you're not feeling great. Anyway, I did that, and great ruck. And when I go rucking every morning now, for the next 4 weeks, 5Ks, 20 kgs, and then strength in the afternoons, but I listen to podcasts, right? I love the information coming in. You're open to it, you're walking. It's just a great vibe. But over the last few weeks, months, I've listened to a few podcasts, and there's a common theme through various modalities like nutrition, being better. I could probably pull this to photography and stuff as well. But specifically looking at supplementation, right? What supplements do you take? Because a lot of people, when you start going down the health and wellness route, you'll look at taking a protein powder after you've done strength training. It's like, you'll look at creatine, which is a must because it's a nootropic as well. But the approach to what you take and how you decide what to take is an interesting one, because we often think of it as, I need to perform better, therefore I'm going to take X, Y, and Z. I need to be more mentally clear, so I'm going to take this so I can perform better. I'm going to take pre-workout, which is just rubbish, but I'm going to take pre-workout before my workout and protein afterwards because I want to perform better. The better way to approach it, and I love this, is, and it's something that I've deployed, I can't even remember where exactly this came from, but it's a theme that I keep notes, right, when I listen to a podcast. Even walking, I write down when I read things. My ideas and notes list in my Notion, which is my note-taking app, is huge. Anyway, and then cross-reference and so on, but if you're looking to supplement, right, take anything. We shouldn't be us normal people. I'm not talking elite athletes, different story. You should be supplementing not for performance, but for deficiency. What are you lacking? Supplement for that, right? If you're not getting in enough protein, which most of you are not, yes, you need to supplement because there's a deficiency. If you are not getting enough sunlight, there's a deficiency. Supplement for that. That's where you're going to find the biggest benefit and the biggest change to your lifestyle and to your life. But this morning I was listening to a podcast with Dr. Rhonda Patrick, phenomenal on nutrition and all of those kind of things. And she said something in line of the mindset we have, so many of us has, that we are so big on what we should avoid. So you should avoid too much sugar, you should avoid smoking, you should avoid drinking, you should avoid refined carbohydrates, whatever it is. And in that process, you're not really looking at what you need. So the process and how she approaches her clients, which I just love from a nutrition point of view, is look at what you need rather than what you need to avoid. Because also, if you start approaching let's use nutrition now, if you look at what you need, you're going to find the things to avoid. But if you're looking at what you need to avoid, it's a very negative mindset. It's just like, I can't do this, I can't have that, I can't eat this, right? Now, let's extrapolate that out to, for example, photography. So what do you need to avoid? I need to avoid cutting the lion's tail off. I need to avoid having too fast or too slow a shutter speed so my images are blurry. I need to avoid the wrong depth of field. Instead of standing back and looking at the bigger picture and say, what do I need as a photographer to create better images? I think there's huge value there. I really do. From being better, self-growth, self-development, self-care, things that I'm over-indexing on because I just feel and see the benefits both in myself, how I feel, my clients, how they feel, and what they're achieving, right? So I'm doubling down on this, and it's quite a nice rabbit hole to go down. But what do you need versus what should you avoid? What should you avoid is exercises that hurt you. Okay, I don't do this because it hurts me. I can't do that because it hurts my knee, that because it hurts my back. Rather than saying, what do I need to do in order to fix? Yeah, Maybe you should do a little bit more ATG type work where you're looking at how to strengthen the knee in certain positions. You need that. Maybe you're avoiding, I need to avoid too much cardio work because after a while my knee hurts or I can't breathe and I feel dizzy. Okay, but what do you need to do? It's a beautiful way to do it. What are you in your relationship, right? You look at what you should avoid versus what you need. We should avoid cheating on each other. We should avoid disrespecting the other person versus what do we need? We need better communication. We need better respect, better understanding, whatever it is. You can take it to your work. I need to avoid getting in trouble with my boss. Yeah, but what do you need in order to be better? The whole approach of what you need versus what you need to avoid, I think is huge. And if you deploy that into anything, mental health, I need to avoid triggers that set off my anxiety, right? Well, maybe you need to look at protocols to deal with that, to look at the trauma that triggers those things, to dig deeper into the shadow side of things. That's where the win is. So those two concepts for me, both from a mental health, physical health, relationship, work, goal setting, nutrition, supplements, take your pick. Two things. Number one is don't look at supplementing for performance. Look at supplementing for deficiencies. That's where the huge change is. I made a big change. I added one thing. I think I actually need to, hang on. Have I taken them? Yes, I have. 2 little tablets every morning. And it's made a huge change because I had a breakdown and looked at what I was taking, what am I missing, but what do I need in order to process? And this one supplement change for me has been life-changing. It's been huge, 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 huge. But I understood the background and therefore I was able to find it out. So supplement for deficiency, not for performance. Same thing as deploy protocols in your life for deficiencies that you have mentally, physically, relationship, work, versus trying to supplement for performance, yeah? And protocols. And then the other side is look at what, in all the various aspects of your life, look at what you're avoiding and trying so hard to avoid versus what you might need. It's a big deal. And it's lovely how those things come to, and even to photography, it still works. Anyway, loads of work to do today. Rough couple of days coming up, loads on the go. I have got a couple of clients tonight. I've got a meeting with Olympus. We're doing a big podcast with OM Systems, South Africa and Europe, next week sometime, talking about the system, how I found it, some new developments they're doing. Tomorrow I'm going to Hilly Hansen in Sandton in South Africa. I'm going to do like a coaching and team building exercise with their sales staff, which should be quite fun. Clients in between. It's financial year end. And then Friday morning is the start of our new financial year. So the Wild Eye team is going to play paddle. Gets very competitive. I might share some other story, but anyway, good fun. So that's me for now. I'm going to get busy. 2 things one more time. Look at what you're avoiding versus what you might need. And on the other side, try and supplement or deploy protocols that fixes deficiencies rather than just focusing on performance. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll chat to you soon. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye for now.